Hi, it's nice to see you today as me and Colton Alexander are starting this series, and it's called Time Out. And what this series' main focus is to help you grow spiritually and help others come more close to God. And as we start this series, our main overall theme for the next 5 weeks is called A Life as a Christian Teenager. And today our focus is what's the point? Meaning, why do we as Christian young people need to live for God? So why as Christian young people do we need to live for God? Take a time out and think about it. So what do you think? Why, as young Christian people, do we need to live a life for God? Turn to Matthew 22:15 through 21. What's going on right here in this passage is that the Pharisees are trying to trap Jesus in his words. And they sent a couple of guys to Jesus to ask them about the imperial tax. And Jesus' response to them in verse 18, he called them hypocrites because he knew that they weren't really caring about what he said about the tax, but they wanted him to say something wrong so they could charge him for it. And later on down through 18 through 21, Jesus asked them to see a coin. And he asked them whose image is on it, and they replied to him, Caesar's. And notice down in verse 21 what Jesus says. Jesus said, "Render therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's." This is the point. I'm asking you what the point is to live for Christ and why we should do it. The reason why we should do it is because we are Christ. It says, "Render therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's." Render to God what is God's. Christ laid his life on the line for you and for me, and we belong to God. God paid the ultimate sacrifice by sending his Son on this earth to die for us. And if you look in Genesis 1 verse 27, it says that we are made in the likeness of God. If God's image is within us, don't you believe that we belong to God? We do. So what's the point? To live for Christ because he owns us. If you tune in next week, we're going to learn about the tempter and then in week 3 of this series, we're going to learn about the struggles, and in week 4, the way out. And the reason we're breaking this stuff up like this is we don't want to drain you with so much in one day. So the rest of this week, I want you to remember, what's the point? The point of Christianity is to live your life for Christ. And the reason we do this and work through all the hardships and through all the temptations is for heaven. So tune in next week to see what Colton has to say about the tempter. Hope to see you there.